The weather out here is so nice. That sunshine feels so good. I feel like I haven't seen it or felt it in weeks. Over the last couple of months, you guys have watched me modify this Mongoose fat bike. Well, today I wanted to bring you a follow-up video and let you know how this thing does out on a snowy trail, an actual single track. We know that it definitely struggled a little bit when it came to that really deep snow, but as far as a groomed trail, how did this thing perform? I have a feeling it's going to be a muddy ride because it is warm outside. Everything I've heard, everybody's saying these trails have been groomed to absolute perfection. I haven't been out to ride them yet, so we're going to find out. So there's a couple of components on here that did exactly what you expected. You know, the grips, they worked exactly how you would anticipate they would. The stem, it's a good length for me, it's comfortable, but other than that, it did exactly what you would expect. Seat post, and seat clamp all did exactly what you would want them to do. The components I really want to talk to you about are critical. Now, the tires is where I'm going to start, and these Maxxis Mammoths, I got these things on a discount. I basically bought them secondhand, very lightly used, and we already confirmed that they struggle in the deep stuff, but to be honest with you, when it was out on that groomed single track, these things did great. They gripped in the turns, they gave me plenty of traction. The Mammoths are feeling good today too, nice and sticky so far. Let's see how they do when we get to some of the more downhill sections. The only times I had any issues is when I was either on pure ice or when I was trying to climb and there was ice under the snow, just maybe a half inch or so. Oh, nice big climb here. Oh, I'm losing traction. Oh, can he make it? Can he make it? Oh, oh dang. Oh, just couldn't hold on. Oh well. So here comes the first downhill. Let's see how it does. Let's see how it feels. Oh, it's super icy at the bottom. Gotta be careful. Oh my God. Oh, the whole back of the bike almost just went. Oh, that scared me so bad. Other than that, these things stuck. I'm really impressed. For the price I paid, I would do it all over again. I'd probably buy these at full price, actually. Man, these feel awesome. The brakes on this bike. I love the brakes on this bike. It is absolutely my favorite upgrade I've done to this bike. I would absolutely do it over again. They modulate very well. They are very easy to control. They've got a ton of grab when you need them to. But the other nice thing that's really impressive about these for the price I paid, they have not made a single noise since I got them. They don't squeak, they don't squeal. They are nice and quiet, and I cannot stand a noisy brake, so I love these brakes. Whew. Now for the shifter is one of the oldest upgrades I've done to this bike. The shifter's been on there since pretty much brand new. That shifter still works amazingly. It goes through all the gears just like you would expect. I don't have any issues with it getting too slack and maybe losing control back here at the derailleur. It does exactly what I would want it to. I haven't actually adjusted it since that video I made for you guys, and I've put a ton of miles on this thing since then. Haven't had to touch it since. Put down. Another nice long climb here. I don't know if you can tell on the GoPro, but whew, makes you work. The headset, it held on great. This thing is an absolute beast. I'm pretty confident that headset will outlast this frame. It's massive. It's a tank. It can handle a total beating. No complaints, no issues with it. Didn't have to make any adjustments, no problem. Nice little rock garden here. And with the snow, you don't even feel it.
So the bottom bracket, I did run into one instance where it actually worked itself loose while I was riding, and that was out during the Global Fat Bike Day ride. I don't know if it was I installed it too loose, which is definitely possible, or whether it kept working its way out, but I ended up having to put a little bit of thread lock on there to hold it on the chainring side. Since then, I haven't had a single issue with it. It's still working well, but something to be aware of is you might want to use some thread lock when you install that. All right, these pedals, these Animal Hamilton pedals, they are still my absolute favorite pedals, and these are the plastic version, but these things grip for days. I've got no issues sticking to the bike with these. And even when I'm out in the snow, I actually rode in my riding shoes, not in any boots or anything. These things grip. I didn't have any issues with getting traction on them. I would absolutely suggest these, and I'll continue to use these from here on out.
I mean, right now, I'm riding in the snow in like 40 degrees. Doesn't get much better than that. In a freaking hoodie, nonetheless. Didn't have to wear my boots because my feet aren't going to get too cold. Didn't have to wear my snowboard jacket. Jeans and a hoodie. That's what I'm all about. Jeans and a hoodie.
So the bars that I chose for this bike are massive. I don't know if you can see them, but they're 800 millimeters. They're about the widest you can possibly buy. I did have some concerns about taking these through that particular trail because there's some tight sections with trees. But I gotta be honest with you, I didn't have a single problem. I was thinking I'd have to cut them down, but after that ride, I'm leaving them at 800. I really like that stance. I really feel like I've got a lot of control over the front of the bike. I really like them a lot.
There's this tree that catches me every damn time. This little guy right here. Look at this thing. Look how many people have hit that. Every single time when I'm coming through here hot, man, I smoke that thing. That thing has dropped me into this log more times than I can count. I think that's the first place I ever wrecked, in fact. But it's the life of a mountain biker, right? Take the good with the bad.
So months later, my opinion on this bike is about the same as it was. I absolutely love it, especially after all the things I've done to it. If I were challenged to buy another fat bike and do the same thing, I would absolutely go right back to this one. It's done such a good job for me. It's handled the abuse that I've put it through. And I gotta be honest with you, for the price, you just cannot beat it.